going good, everybody? My name is Intelligent and welcome back to a brand new series, or a series that I started ages ago and then stopped because I hadn't really had time to be doing these. And yeah, the last top 10 I did was a what did I do? Oh, it was top 5, top 10 ice types that I love, basically. And this time around, I thought I'd do my top 5 Pokemon from the different regions in Pokemon and stuff. It's basically just what I wanted to do for a while now again. And yeah, there's not much I can really talk about them, but all the lists themselves are done chronologically, or how I rate them. Not how I rate them, but how in favorable I like them, like design, or how I've grown to love them, or so. Anyway, these are actually my own opinions and my own thoughts of and my own list. So if you really do not agree with my list, be sure to leave like your own top 5 or top 10 Pokemon from Unova in the comments below, and I'll go through them and see what goes from there. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to this list and get out started. And so coming in at number 5, it's Scrafty. I absolutely love this Pokemon. I wasn't too sure when I first played 5th generation, but ever since I got into competitive battling and etc., it's just become one of those lovable rogues. I love its design, its hair, etc. It's just really so cool. I love the fact that its trousers body attached to its body is like made out of rubber that have physically come from the scraggy that it first comes from. If it gets Moxie, that is the thing. I think it's scary if you get the Dragon Dance up and then go into Sweep with Scrafty. It's amazing. There's so many potential you can go with Scrafty. It's just amazing. It gets a base HP of 65, attack base stat of 90, base stat of 90, a defense base stat of a defense of 115 with a speed of 115 and a special attack of 45 and 58. But not only does Pokemon gets Moxie, it gets the attack boost of that. That's just going for it. And the Pokedex entry for this, I got this from the Y entry, which is Pokemon Y one, obviously. It can smash concrete blocks with its kicking attacks. The biggest with the biggest crest is the leader, one with the biggest crest, which I'm guessing is the one with the hood or something. I don't know. But yeah, this Pokemon is a monster when it comes to Pokemon. It's just so amazing and I absolutely love it. It's a dark and fighting type, which it's just great. That's why it's up to my number 5. Okay, so moving on to my number 4 is Crocodile. Crocodile itself, I wasn't a big fan of that much. I wasn't a fan of the whole of Sandale, Crocodile. I've never used them in a playthrough or even used them at all in any of my games until like recently when I started battling and I drafted one, and from there it's been, oh my god, this thing is a monster. Again, with Moxie, Intimidate, it gets an incredible base stat of 117 attack, and then its next highest being its HP and speed. It's a monster when it gets going. If you can set like a Bull Cup, Dragon Dance, substitute Dragon Dance or so, this thing is a monster. Just like with Scrafty and Moxie, it will get that attack boost defeating a fallen opponent. They never allow prey to escape. Their jaws are so powerful. They can crush the body of an automobile. It's powerful. It can crush cars, guys. I love the fact that it is a red crocodile, and in anime it looks sunglasses. It is so cool. This thing is badass. If this thing was a real life Pokemon, get the heck out of your way. You do not want to see this thing. at all. So okay, so moving on to number 5. Oh, I mean number 3, sorry. Is Bertic. Bertic is it's a lovable polar bear type ice type Pokemon. It's so cute when it's Chubchoo, and I think Chubchoo made it into the top 5 ice types. But yeah, Bertic is probably my number 1. Number third is my my third favorite Unova Pokemon. It is fluffy, it's cute, it will protect its pack, and when you finally get when you can actually catch a Bertic on its own without being happy for the Cubchoo, if I remember correctly, it gets a base attack of 110. And then when it gets to level 100, like, my gosh, it's a monster. Its speed though is not the greatest. It has a base speed of 50, 80 in special defense, and 70 in special attack. Defense is 80 and HP is 95. Running a special attacker of this would be the probably wrong thing to do. Going for a physical attacker Bertic would be so much better if you were into that thing. I don't know. I have not used Bertic much, but I just love its design and the fact that it will do anything to protect his pet and find food looking from the anime. The Pokedex entry for this thing is, there's loads, but this one stood out. They love the cold seas of the north, and they can create pathways across the ocean by freezing their own breath. That is insane. So you could have the ocean just frozen like that. It's just so cool. So anyway, Bertic makes it into my top 3 Unova Pokemon. Moving on to the number 2 spot is, at the number 2 spot we have Superior. Superior is a monster if it is contrary. It's just, it's amazing. It is a serpent. It is my favorite universe starter final evolution out of the 3. It's just the cutest thing ever. It's so beautiful. It moves so fast. And this thing can be a monster with contrary, with Leaf Storm, Glare, everything. Superior has come through for me a whole lot of times in many battles, especially if you can set up a Glare, get the power hacks off, substitute, Leech Seed, then Leaf Storm, and if it has contrary, you'll get that nice boost. It's too good. It really is. I don't know. If I'd see a Mega of this, I would hope it would get Mega Dragon. Or something. Maybe not Mega Dragon. People would kill me for that, but hey. Superior is one of the best dressed starters. One of them anyway. Out there. And that's why it's my second in my universe thing. It's just me. As for the Dex entry, it can stop its opponent's movements for just a Glare. It takes in the solar energy and boosts it internally. This thing gets a base speed of 193. Oh, sorry, a space. That's I was reading the wrong thing there. It gets a base speed of 113 with a special defense of 95, special attack of 75, defense 95, attack 75, and HP 75. So it's balanced on attack and HP, but this thing is a monster when it's contrary, with Leaf Storm getting that special attack boost. My gosh, it is a monster. I love Superior. It really is just one of the best Pokemon that I've ever used and ever come through. It's just amazing. So anyway, coming through up at number 1 is Chandelier. Chandelier is, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite ghost type Pokemons out there. This thing goes from a little candle thing that annoyingly pops up all the time, but then it turns into this lamp and it becomes a beautiful chandelier, which is gorgeous. Its flames are purple. Its body is made up of crystals. The shiny version of this is beautiful. I love it. This thing is scary. If this thing was in real life, I swear to gosh, if you ran into this thing and it burnt you. From what I read is that when it burns the spirit inside you, it can leave your physical body and go to some other place. That's how scary this thing can be. But this thing is beautiful. It just made it into Pokken too, and I love it. Pokemon battles. I was always trying to, when I found out what Liquid evolved into this thing. My gosh, I wanted to get one so badly and get a Chandelure just because it was so beautiful. It's a ghost and fire type thing. There's nothing else you could ask for that. Apart from, I don't know, Ninetales. Compared to that, if Ninetales got a Mega along with this thing, they would be pretty OP. But Mega Chandelure? Maybe? I don't know, I could see a Mega Chandelure happening. But this thing, it gets a special attack based 145 special attack, which is his highest stat for it when it's based on it. You can go higher than that, but hey, special defense 90, special speed 80, attack 55, HP 60, and defense 90. That's pretty much going for it. I love Chandelure, like I just said. The design, the stats, the way it can be. At this thing, I don't know how it gets left in drafts for Pokemon leagues, but this thing is amazing. I love it. As for the Pokemon entry, the spirits burned up in its unlimited flame lose their way and wander this world forever. That's where I was saying, if this thing would burn you, maybe, I don't know, your spirit would go and you wander the world forever as a spirit or something. It's crazy, but anywho, thank you so much for watching that. This was my top 5 Unova Pokemon, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Or if you don't like my list, be sure to put a comment in with your list of whatever your top 5 Unova Pokemon are. Or if you don't like Unova, then don't put any. But hey, I hope I see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!